It started with a single lawn chair, then two, then a busted trampoline, an old grill, and a boat trailer. Every morning, my once beautiful backyard looked more like a junkyard hosted by a pack of raccoons. I stormed out one morning to confront the latest culprit, my neighbor Wayne, casually dropping off an old refrigerator. "Wayne," I shouted, "what in the world are you doing?" He grinned sheepishly at me. "Felicia said we could use your yard for temporary storage. HOA approved." I blinked at him. Felicia said, "What?" "Yeah," he continued. "She said you had plenty of space and were doing the community a favor." I stared at him, speechless, as he plugged the fridge into my outdoor outlet. That was the exact moment I realized I was living next to a dictatorship run by Felicia, the completely clueless HOA queen. Within a week, my yard looked like a scrapyard featured on television. Lawnmowers, old tires, rusted tools, and someone's couch were scattered everywhere. It was total chaos, so I went to confront her. Felicia was standing on her porch, giving orders to a landscaper who looked like he regretted every life choice. "Felicia," I called out, "you told people they could use my private yard for storage." She turned with a plastic smile. "Oh, hello. Yes, I did. You've got so much unused space. We figured it was a win-win for everyone." "Except me," I said flatly. "This is illegal trespassing, Felicia. You can't just decide my property is community storage." "Oh, don't be ridiculous," she scoffed. "It's temporary, and the HOA voted to approve it." "Funny thing," I said, crossing my arms. I'm not in it." Her smile faltered instantly. "What?" I opted out. "You don't have jurisdiction over my land, Felicia. It's not an inch of it." She huffed. "Well, we'll see about that. The board. Save it." I cut her off. "You've got 1 week to get everything off my property. After that, I'll handle it myself." She smirked. "You wouldn't dare." "Oh, but I would." A week passed, and the junk pile got even bigger and messier. I found an old treadmill leaning against my barn and a motorcycle under a tarp. I warned them multiple times. I even posted a big sign. "Notice, abandoned items are forfeited after 7 days." When the deadline hit, I called my buddy Travis, who runs a local auction house. "Hey Travis," I said, "how do you feel about a spontaneous estate sale?" He laughed. "Whose estate?" "Mine," I replied. Technically, 2 days later, we held the biggest backyard auction the county had ever seen. Travis brought tables, tags, and a mic. I invited the sheriff just in case Felicia tried something foolish. When she showed up and saw people bidding on her neighbor's junk, she lost it completely. "What is going on?" she screamed. "It's an auction," I called out cheerfully. "Everything left here is mine. Past the deadline, I'm selling it legally." "You can't do that," she shrieked. The sheriff stepped forward, holding paperwork with photos and dates. "Actually, ma'am, he can." He gave fair warning. Felicia's jaw dropped. "This is theft." "Correction," I said, holding up a clipboard. "This is storage liquidation. Next time, don't dump junk on private land." The crowd laughed out loud at her. Felicia's face turned beet red as people bid on a broken lawnmower and an inflatable Santa Claus. By the end of the day, I made nearly $2,700. Travis cut a check, and we hauled off the rest to recycling. But I wasn't done yet. I took a portion of the money and built a massive cedar fence, 8 feet high, with a shiny brass sign right in the middle that read, "Private property, no storage allowed." I even added a motion-activated sprinkler system. Now, if anyone tries to leave a single box behind, they get blasted with cold water. The next HOA meeting was deliciously awkward for everyone. Felicia had to stand there and admit to everyone that she had overstepped. The HOA was fined for encouraging unauthorized use of private land. Now my yard is clean and my cedar fence is beautiful. Every time Felicia drives by, I wave and point to the sprinkler sensor just for fun. She glares, and I grin. Because in the end, she turned my yard into a junkyard, so I turned it into a profit.